guys, it's Erin at Book Linus, and it is time to review the Hermit card, card number 9. The Hermit, he is our go within. He is introspection, guidance, when we need a little bit of time alone, when we need just to look inside and find the answers that we have. This is our guy. He represents the need to be alone, and he's also a guide, so he can represent guidance. I once read that he lights the way for those who would follow, but it is the hermit himself that they seek. So interesting. He has his staff here for stability. He has his lantern, which represents spiritual light. And of course, it's not super bright. It's just for those who seek it. It's that spiritual light that brightens the darkness within, so to speak. And it's the Star of David. We've got the mountaintop and the lofty spiritual achievement. It's way up high. So let's look at some cards and we will compare them. This obviously is the Pamela Coleman Smith. This one is the Witch's Tarot. I've been using this deck for my daily draws. I love the visuals in it. You can see here the hermit has his lantern lit. He's holding it up for those who might see. There's swirling clouds and cold, dark mountains all around. So he has sought the truth, his inner truth. And look at his face. He's just very intent, very peaceful. You're not outward. You're not looking to others. You are totally enwrapped in yourself. Our next one, this is the Darkness of Light. Another beautiful, dramatic deck. Here you're looking at the perspective over his shoulder. He is looking down at what appears to be a village, and his lantern is there for any who might seek it. It's not bright, it's just for those few who choose to look up and see it. It's reflected off of the star there, so it is powerful in its own way. And again, there's his staff for stability, the same one the magician uses, the same one the fool has over his shoulder. Tarot Mucha, feminine version of it. But still, she is surrounded by cold mountains, and she is huddled up against her light, almost protective of it. She's guarding it. She is very still, very, again, introspective. There's the mountains in the distance. The Everyday Witch Tarot, a different version of it. This lady has gone within. She's found her own little private sanctuary away from everyone, away from humankind, and she is meditating. She's in there thinking and truly going within in her private little world here. For archetypes, he is a guide, a mystic, a wanderer, a teacher, and a writer. Here's the Ghost Tarot, and a vivid picture of it. This tarot deck almost shows a remembrance of the images and characters that it shows. So here's our hermit with his staff, with his lantern, not on a mountaintop, but he is away from everyone. And it is of note that the hermit, he might go away from humans, but he doesn't lose his humanity. In our pop culture or pop fiction, a lot of people will say the hermit can be referred to as Rafiki from The Lion King, the baboon, the shaman. I like to think of it as the older Luke Skywalker. He was the hermit. He went away from everyone, went out to think and do his own thing, but he was sought out, even if it was very reluctant for him to teach her. Here is one. This is another beautiful deck, the Llewellyn Tarot, and you can see here that he has his staff. His light is a flame instead of a lantern. And here we have the snake of wisdom. also paralleling him. And he is surrounded by darkness, but his light is there to shine his way. And finally, we have the Star Tarot. This is a beautiful representation. And there's his lantern. He's surrounded by stars, showing his inner circle amongst the universe. And there's this owl representing wisdom. The mountains showing the challenges that he has overcome. Beautiful examples of the Hermit. And I hope that you enjoyed this little tour. We will be moving on next to the Wheel of Fortune. Thanks again for sharing the journey, and talk soon.